Hello there everyone, and welcome to one of my guided meditation videos. From time to time I like to, in addition to putting out all of the monthly videos, work on metaphysical development. And this month one thing that came to me was the idea of working with the new moon energy and helping with both reclamation of power and then also using that, redirecting any energy that you've sort of dispersed and left out there, and then focusing it on a little bit of manifestation. I think we can always use a good manifestation video as well. So let's talk first about what I've been trying to do with the monthlies and how this fits into that. For those of you that do watch all of my monthly forecasts, you know that one thing that I'm keen on right now is making sure that each of us work on ourselves to become stronger, more intuitive, brighter, lighter, and by doing that, hopefully, we will be able to kind of heal and help the world. As light workers, as anybody who's in a path of life where you either take care of someone, you're concerned about someone, you have empathy, one thing that becomes a little bit tricky is how to manage your energy. A lot of times if you're someone like a nurse who works with people that are in need, who are sick, you can voluntarily give your power, your energy, your nurturing to people around you. But you don't sometimes keep a tally of why you're feeling so taxed out when it comes to just your vitality from day to day. The same thing happens for those of you that are a mom or a dad, or you work in an office. Every single person on the planet somehow gives energy, gives time, gives resources, gives power to other people. Now, as a light worker, you understand that the balance is such that you can reclaim this power, and that's what this video is about. I want to sort of dispel the illusion that you can't get your power back. Sometimes people think that they don't have the energy, they don't have the will, or that people around them have taken somehow their power. Today, it doesn't matter how something happened and maybe you're feeling the sense of depletion. Today, we're gonna focus on getting it back. And we'll do that through a guided meditation. And then afterwards, we're going to focus on what you want to do with this newfound power, how you can use it for manifestation, and how you can use it for self-development. And also, if you wanted to then give back to others, you'll have even more. One of the first rules of anyone that is a caretaker or is somehow in a role of service is you have to take care of yourself. And so I really hope that today that's what this video does for you. It helps you do a little bit of self-care, helps you refocus, and then you're gonna have a lot more to give to everything in your life. Before we get started, this particular meditation will actually be amplified and improved if you use one or two different types of crystals that I'm going to show you today. The first is something that you can find at most metaphysical bookstores or crystal shops, and this is selenite. A lot of you may have this in a nightlight or in a smaller form here. It's a really beautiful crystal, and it should not cost that much. This is one of the less expensive crystals to find and add to your collection. This one in particular is very much tied to the moon. It's named after the moon, actually, and we're going to be using this today to clear out all of our chakras. But for the beginning point of the meditation, you can simply hold on to this wand and feel that energy starting to connect you to the lunar energy above. So if you have it, you can use it, and then at the end we're going to basically put it over all parts of our body. But I'm gonna save that for the end in case you don't have the crystal, because I want this to apply to as many people as possible. One side note, for those of you that might have a quartz crystal handy, these are very common, very inexpensive. This will also work. I only have smaller ones, but I think they can also come in a wand shape or a pendulum. You can use that as well. Again, these should be very, very easy to find either online or in a metaphysical bookstore. But let's put those aside for now. Again, for those of you that want to put those on parts of your body that need healing, you can place that sort of in a grid on your body. But otherwise, let's just focus on the beginning part of the meditation, and then I'll integrate the crystals later. At this point, you can close your eyes. I want you to sit up tall for a second, and really with this first breath, just do a scan of your body and see what part of your body needs a little more attention, a little bit more healing. It might be fatigued, might be holding stress, might be tight. Whatever sort of energy blockage you feel, let the breath go through it and start to open it up. Imagine that you're not just breathing in oxygen, but you're also breathing in light. And let's begin now with that first breath, and then I'll take you into the meditation. So one deep inhale. On the exhale, you can relax your posture, let go of any sort of energy or thought that you might be holding on to, any expectations of what's going to happen, just be present and just know that your body is going to receive the healing that it intuitively knows it needs. Since we're connecting with lunar energy, it makes perfect sense for this to be an evening meditation. So I want you to imagine that you are stretched out on a hammock between two very tall trees, beautiful oak trees if you'd like to put some sort of imagery to them. And you're right at the forest edge so that you can hear the sounds of the forest as it comes alive at night. But you still have a little bit of a view of the sky above you. And as your mind turns towards that canvas ahead, and overhead, I should say, you see that it's a couple hours past sunset, so the sky hasn't turned completely black yet. There's this deep, deep purple or midnight blue, and within it, millions of tiny points of light starting to illuminate the sky. Constellations, asterisms, galaxies, stars, all telling a story of what happened years ago, reminding you of the persistence of light, that it can travel across billions of light years, reminding you that that light is the same thing that created you. Everything on this planet was once a star that exploded and created heavy metals and different elements that once rearranged constituted you as well. So you feel this connection to this ancient star energy, this ancient star stuff that constitutes you. In addition to this, you see at the edge of the forest tiny twinkling lights, not the stars, but fireflies dancing on the horizon, bringing light to the dark, just like the stars above, showing again the persistence of light, of illumination, and the ability to create even when there is a void, where there's a lack. Inspired by the stars above and the fireflies around you, you begin to feel a stirring within your core, as if an ancient light that you'd forgotten about begins to glow, begins to take form. I want you to feel like you are a firefly yourself, but unlike the fireflies, the light, once ignited, stays that way. You illuminate the world, yourself, your soul for all to see. Take a deep breath and feel your energy come to life. See your flame brighter and lighter than it's ever been before. Take a nice deep breath. Inhale. I want you to pull the energy from the lower chakras to the higher chakras, starting with the first chakra at the core, where we deal with feelings of security, insecurity, fear, sometimes even power struggles. I want you now to feel that first chakra grounded, illuminated, and free of any sort of heavy energy. Moving now to the second chakra, where we hold joy, creation, power, sexual energy. I want you to feel a balancing of this chakra as well. Too often, light workers, healers, energy workers, we don't pay attention to these first three chakras. So feel safe in that first chakra. Feel your sense of power and creativity illuminated in that second chakra. And then as you're pulling the energy up with the next breath, feel that your stomach now is filled with that same light. Feeling a sense of security. Not needing to prove yourself to others. Knowing that you are enough. Moving out of your ego and into your heart space, move to the fourth chakra, feeling a sense of warmth, compassion, feeling your heart quite literally light up with energy. Melting away pain, doubt, for those of you that have experienced any sort of abuse or fear or uncertainty, allowing the light to melt that away. Allowing it to naturally work its way up now to the throat so that you can speak your truth. Seeing your vocal cords illuminated with light, knowing that your voice is powerful, that there's room for you in this world, that what you say is important. Feeling the energy now work its way through to the third eye, that point between your brow, where you see the unseen, perceive that which is just beyond the visual spectrum. It's your intuition. It's that ancient energy that you see the stars still have, that the earth has, that those who have passed on to the next dimension have. But we also have access to it. We just forgot how. Feel that that doorway is opening up. In tandem with that, you feel that your crown chakra starts to tingle as thousands of tiny points of light open up, connect you with the stars above, with the fireflies around you. It's at this point that you realize, for the first time in a while, you are in tune with your energy. Each and every chakra in the first 7 chakras anyway are now illuminated. You are aware of how it feels to be plugged into your consciousness, into the greater consciousness. And in doing so, you're starting to perceive what pieces of your energy need to be reclaimed. I want you to imagine that just like the fireflies around you, each of the people in your life that you've touched, for better or for worse, start to show themselves. If you want to stick with the idea that they too can come through as fireflies, you can use that. If you want to see them as tiny points of light like stars around you, you can use that. Or if you just want to imagine that there is a circle of higher consciousness around you, not just their personalities, but it's their higher selves, because that's who we need to work with in this meditation. See them sitting around you in a circle as you lay facing them in this hammock. And I want you with your third eye, you don't need to use your physical eyes, I want you to see each and every one of them and acknowledge appreciation for the lessons that they've taught you. Acknowledge that you've also willingly given them some of your energy. And now, with gratitude and with a sense of empowerment, you're going to reclaim the power that you have either lent, given, or for some of you feel that perhaps it was taken. But again, that's not as important as the fact that you can reclaim it. So I want you to see all of these souls around you in their highest possible sense, which is just energy. And I want you to look within them, see your energy. And with this next series of breaths, we're going to do 3. I want you to pull the energy from them back to you, and likewise, give to them anything that you might have inadvertently taken. This will be our equalizing, our balancing of energies. For some of you, it may help to start with a single person. This could be a parent, a partner, a sibling, an adversary. And if you'd like to, you can repeat this part of the meditation as much as you'd like. If you're not sure, you can just do this circle of souls, which I previously had spoken about. So whether it's one or many, I want you to see the soul that you need to connect with, or the souls. The first breath, I want you to think this towards these souls. My power was always mine to give, and now it's mine to take back as well. Inhale with this thought, with this truth. Search deep within your soul, find any pieces of energy that do not belong to you, and now return them to their sources as well. Feeling now cleaner, clearer, truer to yourself. Look now again to those whom you wish to reclaim energy from, and breathe in again, knowing that it will only take one more breath after this. The second breath is going to really get anything that they're holding on to. You've now reclaimed anything that was given freely. For any people now that are holding on to something, or for anyone who's afraid to ask back, this next breath is going to really dislodge that sort of stuck energy, if you will. So you need to breathe deeper this time so that you can move it with your own pranayamic force. So a nice deep inhale. Knowing that it was always your energy to reclaim, and again, in turn, giving back energy that you don't need, perhaps that other people had sort of dumped on you or given to you without you asking. Send it back to source. Good. The final breath is for the energy that you might have lost track of through fear, through doubt, through tragedy, through events that happened so quickly that you just didn't pay attention. Knowing again that the power of thought is enough to find things that are lost, sending out a GPS to your energy that might have been lost in space and time and people that no longer are here, and ancestors, even in past lives. Let's reach as far back as your energy can go, reclaiming all the missing pieces of you so that your puzzle is once again whole and complete. There are no missing components. This needs to be the deepest of the 3 breaths, and you must believe without a shadow of a doubt that this is your energy, this is your right as a soul to reclaim it, and that you're doing an act of kindness towards you and others by balancing, returning, reclaiming. Inhale deeply. Feel that completion now of your energy. There are any remaining components from others that was given to you, perhaps without your knowledge. Return that energy to them in a deep exhale, pushing it back to source. When you're ready, I want you now to gently open your eyes and feel that sense of equilibrium in your body. If there are any places within your energy system that need to be balanced, use your selenite wand or your quartz crystal. And I want you, if you're laying down, this will be more effective. I want you to move this over your body. And I want you to imagine that this is the moon, the new moon overhead. So if you want to close your eyes again and move the crystal over your body, I want you to imagine now that you are connecting with the moon, and that you could take the lunar energy or take the moon itself and fit it within your hands. And you could move it across your body, zeroing out any sort of areas where there was too much energy, amping up any energy deficiencies within your body. Also clearing anything that you didn't get out with your breathing meditation, putting it instead in the crystal, which you will then use to charge. You will use the moon to charge and discharge the energy. But go ahead and move that along your body until each and every area has been cleared, has been cleaned, and you feel that there is a sense of balance. You can repeat this as many times as you'd like, but for now I'm going to give you a moment to first go from head to toe. And then I want you to move it along the arms and the hands. Especially for those of you that are healers, it really would make sense to go over each and every energy meridian, both front and back of your hands, moving outwards. You can also do this along your legs, along your feet, and any other part of your body that you really want to clear and balance the energy. I want you to see this as something that can actually create balance and create a sense of openness within your body. Once you've done that, close your eyes again, and let's focus now on the new moon. You can barely see the outline in the sky above, and I want you to imagine that the moon is someplace that you can plant something that you want to bring into fruition. Choose only one so that this will be most effective. Something that you really want to focus on this month. For some of you, that might be health, or career, or love, or creating something that you've put off too many times in your life, a project, a dream, an ambition. I want you to place this thought, this dream, this idea of who you could be in the palm of your hand. And since we're looking at the moon, I want you to reach out and realize that because we're in meditation, you can actually reach the moon. And I want you to place the seed in the moon and allow it to take root. Allow it to birth itself over the course of this month, knowing that it will happen because you have intended for it to happen. As that seed is now planted in the new moon, I want you to attach to the feeling that you will have when the dream, the wish, the aspiration comes to fruition. Feel that you are in the moment of success, of receiving, of accomplishment, of realization, of manifestation. Capture that energy, hold on to it, place it in your heart space. Feel a connection between the seed that you planted in the moon and now this seed of knowing that you're holding within your heart. And know that each day that is going to nurture that seed that you just planted. Feel a sense of power, of also vision that you haven't had before because your energy has been scattered. At this point, if you haven't already done so, you can dismiss those people, those souls, that energy that you called in, bowing in reverence and gratitude. Creating also now a seal of light around you so that your energy may remain your own. Feeling now that hope, that wish, that knowing that we put in the center of your heart is going to act as an electromagnetic field, just as the earth has one, you now have one. It will push back anything that's going to hold you or prevent you from doing this. It's going to push that away. It's going to attract things that make sense and bring them into your orbit. In the absence now of this scattered energy, you feel complete, you feel whole, and you feel capable of accomplishing all that you need, all that you want. Gently open your eyes. For all of you that have done this meditation with me today, I extend sincere gratitude, not just for spending the 20 minutes or so with me, but also for helping to heal yourself so that you can help others more as well. If you like videos like this, let me know. I have some other ones that I'm thinking about doing. I've been writing some notes as I talk to clients. People have asked me about insomnia, if there's anything that I can do for that, and I might do a meditation for insomnia. How to set up a crystal grid, self-esteem, automatic writing, and this one that I did today, which was reclaiming power. So I do listen to feedback, and those are some of the things that I will try to do over the course of this next year. And if you have additional ideas, you can tweet me an idea, or on Patreon, you can put a comment, or down below, and I'll try to add them to my list. And each month I'm going to try to pepper in at least one additional video, if not a couple, really working on this metaphysical development, which I think is just as important as knowing what's coming through for the month ahead. Okay? So let's do one last deep breath, and I want you to feel now that your energy is now not only in your body, but now that you are grounded on the planet, because we did a lot of meditation today. So plant your feet on the floor or put your hands on the table. Put the crystals down now at this point. Take a nice deep inhale. And again, rooting your energy in your feet, send down any sort of energy that you don't need right now or want to give back to the planet as an offering. Feeling now grounded. You want to drink more water now than you normally would drink. Stay hydrated. For those of you that are having a hard time sort of getting back in your body, have a snack, have something to eat as well. And make it something of the earth if you can. So something that grows in the earth. So whether that's a root vegetable, that would be a great idea, or something like that. So thank you so much. If you would ever like to schedule an appointment with me, donate to the channel, or connect with me on social media, all those links are below the video. In the meantime, I wish you love, light, and continued growth. Thank you so much.